So yeah, get yourself a friend that can assemble a bookshelf. Yeah, and I still haven't filmed my February wrap-up, so here you go. Plus, something fun happened last weekend. So I had guests come over, and it was actually my ex-coworker and a very good friend, Vanja, who I finally got to meet after talking to her every day on Microsoft Teams for 4 years. And you can see a bookshelf behind me, and it wouldn't be here if she hadn't helped me put it together, because I'm completely clueless. I'm useless at assembling bookshelves, which is ironic because I have a booktube channel. But anyway, I thought bookshelves came in one piece, two max. I hope this was a good joke to some of you. So anyway, she saw that. So basically, I had my this bookshelf that was in pieces, and it was just sitting in my corner for 2 weeks. And my friend came over, and she was like, plus, again, it's the first time I'm seeing her, right? And she's like, oh, let's put it together. Let's do this. Like, you could see the spark in her eyes, and she was like, yes, I want to assemble this. This is what I like to do. And so I'm going to insert a couple of videos so that you can see her enthusiasm. It's really, I love you, Vanja. If you're watching this, and you're going to watch this, and I think Vanya's mom, she's also going to watch this, because she said so. So, just sending a big hug to both of you, and thank you so much. If it wasn't for you, there wouldn't be this beautiful bookshelf. So first of all, you're going to see the process of her, mostly, assembling this bookshelf. She came over to my house to put up this bookshelf for me. Can you guys imagine? Instead of like just enjoying and having a fun time. I mean, this is fun for her, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm literally useless, but I'm holding some screws, so that's still good, right?
Yeah, it is. Can you hand me one, please?
Yes!
Thank you. By the way, this is the first time we actually met in person.
Yes! Yeah, we used to only have meetings on Microsoft Teams, and let me tell you, this is way better.
Yes, it is. And she was my manager.
Yeah, I was.
So, I think that's funny. No?
It is, yeah, because we were all formal in the beginning and stuff.
It was the worst. But it's still funny. It's a good story, though.
It is. And now you're my manager.
Yeah.
You're managing my bookshelf.
Your life.
My what?
Your life.
My life. I'm putting my first thingamom in. Vanya. It's not working out the way I wanted it to.
Is the arrow up?
Yeah.
Just push it. Like a button. There you go.
Yay!
Well done.
It is in.
No. Well, she's a larger. You get together with all your friends and you just have fun and you don't care about how it turns out. Would you really? Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you to a man who needs no introduction. Hopefully because most of you have done it with him. Just kidding. You would be
We are done.
And I always tell her, Mom,
I mean, she is done. I didn't do anything. Yeah. I gotta admit. Gotta give credit where credit is due. On to the wrap up. In February, I read 5 books. And they were mostly, nope, they were not mostly good. They were 50% good. I had a 50% good month. Yeah, I guess I said that well. So basically, let me start by telling you about the worst book that I read, just to, get that out of the way. It was The House in the Cerulean Sea. I can't really say it was the worst book, but it's definitely not for me. If you're a fan of fantasy, you're probably gonna enjoy this. I just couldn't get into the story, and I found it very long. I filmed a separate vlog about this book, so I'm not gonna go on for too long about this. It's just that I didn't. I'm so sad that I didn't like it because the premise is very good. It's basically about a guy who's called to go to this orphanage and see if the orphanage needs to be closed down. And he ends up bonding with these kids who are very special. Like, they all have different, like, they're basically magical kids, and they can do stuff. So it's a very fun premise, and it's a sweet story, but not for me. The next book I read was The Waves, which also I have a separate book. I have a separate video on. I love Virginia Woolf. That woman is amazing. I know Shannon does too. I think I said that in my last video, but Shannon from Shannon's Bookish Musings. You can check her channel out. I'm going to link it down below as well. I just love Virginia Woolf's writing style. I found, to be honest with you, I found it a bit confusing at the beginning because you're like getting inside these characters' minds and back out, and so you don't, you at times you're kind of confused, but it has the best descriptions, and her sentences are so wonderful, and her writing is basically like poetry. So the story is basically about these 6 friends, and we follow them from when they're very young, when they're children, to where until they're older, very old, and some of them are even already dead. And there's a lot of reflection on death and just life in general. There were so many beautiful quotes in this one. Again, I'm gonna link my video down below so that you can watch it. I absolutely adored The Waves. Oh, and I also read Mrs. Dalloway by Virginia Woolf. And let me know what you have read by Virginia, and if there's a book that you would recommend to me in particular, because I love her. I guess I should just read anything by her. It'll be good, and I'll like it. But yeah, let me know what's your favorite Virginia Woolf read. The next book I read was The Prophet by Khalil Ghibran, and I have a vlog on it. Of course, I picked this book for my yoga retreat, and it was like the perfect read for that occasion. Plus, this was given to me by my host mom, and it's such a special book to me. I read it 10 years ago, and again a month ago, well, a couple of weeks ago, and I could definitely see some things that I missed when I was reading it the first time. It's beautiful. If you don't know, I mean, I guess this is very popular. So I guess in case you don't know what The Prophet is about, it's a collection of poetic essays on that are just very inspirational and spiritual. I guess you can read like the whole book in one sitting if you like that, but you can also read it separately because there's not really a plot to follow. There are like different topics. For example, Ghibran shares his thoughts on marriage, children, clothes, laws, freedom, etc. So you can just pick whatever you like, and it's very beautiful. This edition in particular contains illustrations, and it's just very, very special to me for so many reasons. Love it. 2 more books that I want to tell you about that I read in February. My God, I don't want to talk about one of them. It's like I'm dreading it. I'm dreading it. And Brandon, if you're watching this, I know you know why I'm dreading it. Uh, mm. Anyway, let's talk about the better one first. One of the books that I had to read for my book club at work is called Flow by Mihail something. Oh, I can't say it. Let me try and say it. Mihail
Mihai, Csikszentmihalyi, Csikszentmihalyi, Mihai, Csikszentmihalyi. Pretty straightforward in that.
Oh, so it's like it rhymes a little bit. Mihai Csikszentmihalyi. Yes, that's the name of the author. I love how poetic it sounds. Mihai Csikszentmihalyi. Okay, great. So he wrote a book called Flow that I love very much and that we had to read, as I mentioned, for the book club. It is perfect. It is amazing. So I'm just going to read what it says on Goodreads. Psychologist Mihai Csikszentmihalyi, I literally pronounced it like seconds ago, sorry. Investigations of optimal experience have revealed that what makes an experience genuinely satisfying is a state of consciousness called flow. During flow, people typically experience deep enjoyment, creativity, and a total involvement with life. He demonstrates the ways this positive state can be controlled, not just left to chance. Flow, the psychology of optimal experience, teaches how, by ordering the information that enters our consciousness, we can discover true happiness, unlock our potential, and greatly improve the quality of our lives. And literally, the moment I started reading this book, I started applying the advice in it. It was that I can't say it's that easy, like, oh, it just clicked. It didn't, but I'm like making a conscious effort to reach this state of consciousness called flow. Of examples, like there was this one guy who was working in a factory, and you do like throughout the whole day you're doing repetitive stuff, right? And he was explaining how by concentrating on different things and by kind of changing his goal or try to get more things done can actually make it more interesting for him. And I find that amazing. I do so many things and I'm not focused. I'm like I literally lost focus. This is not what a flow is. I believe he was one of the first psychologists to introduce the term of positive psychology. And I find this book fascinating. I find it great. It's simple, yet life-changing. By the way, I'm trying to get my cat to pee in her litter box because I'm going to spay her tomorrow. And she's like both an indoor and outdoor cat. But when she gets spayed, they recommend that she stays inside because it's literally snowing outside. And she's so mad at me. She's very mad at me. So this is what I'm going through while filming this video. So dramatic. The reason why I told you that is probably because I don't want to talk about this last book. A Cup of Tea by Osho. Look, this is a great book, okay? And he said some wonderful stuff. This guy was a guru, And at first, there's even a video where I was fascinated by what he wrote. I still love what he wrote, I just don't necessarily love what he did. In fact, I don't like it at all. So I posted a vlog. I think it was I was reading the House in the Cerulean Sea, and I didn't like the House in the Cerulean Sea, so I was like, check this book out. This is great. A Cup of Tea by Osho. And like, I don't even want to hold it. Oh, and Brandon from Brandon's bookshelf told me, yeah, what he says is great, but have you seen that documentary? I was like, what documentary? And apparently there was a documentary, and I went online and watched it, and I am completely shocked. But I'm sorry, you can't go out. But what he did, I don't want to spoil it for you because I really want you to go and watch it. You're not going to believe your eyes and your brain. It's just going to be a mind-blowing experience. So I literally can't. I feel like it's not the same person who wrote this book, but sadly it is. Like, how can you be so two-faced? I'm so disappointed. I'm very disappointed because I really, really loved the book. And for him to be able to do the stuff he did, I don't know what to tell you. I'm really disappointed. But go and watch the documentary. It's very well done. It's called Wild Country, I believe. Let me check. I'm sorry, Wild Wild Country. Yeah. And it's actually a docu-series, so I'm not sure how many episodes. There are actually 6. Yeah, 6 episodes. All of them pretty mind-blowing, and just go and watch it. I'm not gonna this is not how I thought this February wrap-up was gonna go, because I thought I was gonna read more of Osho. I was gonna do a separate review, but now I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm very disappointed in what he represented and what he represents. So, got that over with. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.